Hello everyone, and welcome to this video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at Wings of Bluestar for the PC. The game was developed and published by Shinryu Arts, and is a 2D horizontal shoot 'em up game, but one which also offers a story mode with visual novel elements as well. Is it any good then? Well, here's the review. The game's story in short is about an enemy who was once your ally, but has now turned on you and it's trying to wipe out mankind. The story is actually rather a unique surprise, because the game tells this via its visual novel parts, and it makes the game feel so much more than just the traditional 2D style shoot 'em up which you might be used to. You can just play the game in arcade mode and skip these parts, but playing the game in story mode and being given choices throughout, which also affects the game's ending, it just adds so much more. With the game's characters, you get to play as Aya or Zarek. You really need to play through the game's story mode to get the most out of these characters, because it's within the game's visual novel parts that you'll be given character interactions. The story elements of the game and how characters interact is what you would expect from a visual novel type game, and if you've played these type of games before, then you'll know exactly what to expect. Gameplay is a mix of two halves. The first is the 2D horizontal shoot 'em up part, which its style of gameplay is known as bullet hell, and it's called this for a reason. Prepare yourself for dozens of enemies on screen at once, huge giant boss battles, dodging dozens upon dozens upon dozens of projectiles all coming towards you at once, and an environment which could quite easily kill you if you lose your train of concentration. If you have past experience with these type of games, then you'll notice many nods in this one to past classics like G Darius, R-Type, Thunderforce and others. The second part of the game is what I've already mentioned before, and it's a visual novel storytelling which you can sit back and simply enjoy and read, as the game's story is told out in front of you, and depending on certain situations which you might be given, you may affect how the game's ending is depending on what choice you're given. The graphics in the game have all painstakingly been drawn from scratch, and what you have here is a frame-by-frame animated HD game. All its assets have been crafted and detailed by the same artist, and as a result it gives the game its own look and unique appearance. The game's graphics can be a bit hit and miss sometimes, but when you think of the fact that everything's been done from scratch, it really is quite impressive what's been done, and while some parts are hit and miss, these can be forgiven, because it really does give the game its own unique look and feel. Wings of Bluestar's levels vary from space, water worlds, ice caverns, meteor belts, cities, and a whole host of others. For older gamers such as myself, they made me smile a little bit when playing them, because when I was playing them, I could instantly tell that this level's inspiration was from either Thunderforce 4's lake level, or that level was clearly a nod to R-Type's first stage, or that this stage was from snippets of two different stages from G Darius. The point is that if you are an older gamer like me and you play this game, you will see many nods and it will give you a big grin on your face. Wings of Bluestar is a fun and highly enjoyable game, but one which also sadly I just don't think that many people even know about. It's a game which is a hidden gem on Steam, and that's its problem. It's pretty much hidden and doesn't get the recognition that it should do. It's a classic 2D shoot 'em up with visual novel storytelling, huge boss battles, challenging stages, good graphics and good music. The game isn't perfect and it does have a few things that need ironing out. There were a couple of bugs that I ran into when playing the game, but if you are a shoot 'em up maniac, and if you haven't heard of this one, then I do highly recommend that you check this one out. Well, that's for this review guys. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and please subscribe.
Ready.